Then looking at the skin itself, I think the hands are bugged right here. I doubt this is the... Let's see if we can try to reload this. I'm 99% sure that's not how they're supposed to look. Oh yes, nothing better than an army of Death Bridal Maxes charging into battle with their fist up. This is a scary sight. And now time for DM Ultra, and I'm crossing my fingers. I really want this to look good so badly. And here we go. All right, and welcome back, guys. They just released the Veil Maxis bundle, and I am super hyped for this bundle. Not really for the skin, but for this E-Tool variant. The E-Tool is my third most used weapon in zombies, and as a zombies player, most of us already know the E-Tool is one of the best weapons. I know last season it was like the best weapon to use in zombies. It's not as good this season now that it, takes 3 or 4 hits as you get into higher rounds, but still the best weapon to spawn in with. And even for high rounds, I'm still gonna be using the E-Tool just because of the usability you get with this weapon. But with that being said, let's go ahead and go over everything you get in this bundle. Starting off, obviously we get the Death Bride Maxis skin, if it will load in here real quick. And okay, yeah, I don't think the hands are supposed to be like that, because that's, yeah, I don't think that's right. Let's see if we can reload it. It's a little funny, but let's try that again. Let's go back out to the main menu and see if, I'm gonna reset my game. All right, now we've loaded back in game, and Maxis seems to have fixed herself. The hands are no longer going haywire, and this is what the skin's supposed to look like. So honestly, kind of weird a little bit. It is Maxis in a bridal's uniform with like blood all over it, so a little creepy. The text reads off, "There's no honeymoon on the horizon," with Maxis's Death Bride skin. And yeah, that's very apparent. There's blood all over it. There's shotgun shells. There's 1 axe. There's 2 axe. There's a grenade. We head to the back. There appears to be another axe and a shotgun. So yeah, definitely no honeymoon happening here. And then for the weapons, the very first thing we're getting here is a MAC-10 variant. The MAC-10 is very good in zombies. It's probably the second best SMG. I think the PPSH is just a little bit more useful and better than this, but definitely a good weapon to be rocking in zombies. Dude, hopefully these eyes, if these eyes show up while rocking DM Ultra and Dark Aether, that is going to be insanely cool. Same thing with all this engraving and stuff. Hopefully we can see that when we slap camos on it. And then we also get this RPD variant, which looks extremely cool. We got spider webs, the eyes again, more spider webs. Cannot wait to see what this looks like with camos. Haven't really tried out the RPD in the new season. I know it got nerfed a little bit and buffed at the same time. So I don't know. I don't think the RPD is definitely a weapon I'm going to be using a ton in zombies. Now for the most important thing for zombies players right here is the Parting Gift E-Tool variant. This looks absolutely sick, and I am so badly hoping that when you put DM Ultra and Dark Aether, you can still see the skull up here. I wonder what the spider webs do. I am so excited to put mastery camos on this, because as a zombies player, like I said, this is my most used non-wonder weapon because of how good it is. And if this looks amazing in game, I'm going to be super hyped for this. And now for the finishing move here, well, we can see why she has the axes. Yep. That is the purpose of her having those axes. So yeah, it also comes with a lethal blade charm. It's kind of like a pocket knife with a spider web and a spider on it. I don't know, probably still just gonna rock the monkey bomb charm. I'm not too impressed with that. You also get a snowmobile skin, and it honestly looks really freaking good. This is probably what I'm gonna use on it from now on. You get a zombie bride calling card. I don't really ever use any of these calling cards at all. And you also get a pretty cool looking calling card. This is the crest of Maxis, and I can see myself actually using this sticker. So out of everything in this bundle, I have to say the most important thing for me is gonna be the E-Tool. The Maxis skin is also up there. I mean, the sticker's good, the finishing move's good, the vehicle skin's good. I'm excited for the MAC-10 variant. There's a lot of good stuff in this bundle. With that, let's go ahead, buy the bundle, give Activision more of our money, and there we go. No going back beyond this point. So here's how I'm going to format this video. I'm going to go into zombies. I'm going to show all 3 of these brand new DLC weapons in zombies. I'm going to pack-a-punch them, show you what all 3 of them look pack-a-punch. Then we're going to head into a private match, and I'm going to show what all 3 of these variants look like with gold, DM Ultra, Dark Aether, and every other mastery camo in the game. Here's how the skin looks in the menu, and it's still a little weird to me, the whole bloody bride thing, just a tiny bit weird. Here's what the RPD variant looks like. Honestly, really freaking cool. I hope this looks really good with the mastery camos. I feel like if they play the cards right, this could be amazing looking with DM Ultra and Dark Aether with those eyes. One thing to note about this bundle is none of these weapons have any tracers, any kind of, shooting effect, or any sort of ammo mod. So it's gonna be just the base version of the weapons, no extra effects, none of that. All right, so now we're pack-a-punching the RPD, and I really wanna see what happens to these spider webs when we pack-a-punch it. If it has anything changing with the camo, see what happens here. Spider webs are still there. The bullets, oh, I didn't even realize that before. The bullets are like, are they put together with spider webs? It's what it looks like. Kind of looks pretty normal when pack-a-punch. The only thing that you really keep, you don't get to keep the eyes, which is unfortunate. The eyes are completely gone when it's pack-a-punch. The only thing that stays are the spider webs. Let's go ahead and move on to the Mac 10. And here it is, and honestly, this looks really good. It's definitely really shiny. The metal on it, you can see, has very reflective properties, and I like that a lot. Dude, I think this is gonna look really good with DM Ultra. I cannot wait to slap on the Mastery camos. This looks a lot better than the RPD, and I'm definitely glad it does, because I think this is just a better weapon than the RPD. I think this is gonna be way more useful for zombies players than the RPD will. And let's go ahead and Pack-a-Punch the Mac 10. And it pretty much covers the entire weapon. I figured it was going to do that. That's usually what the Pack-a-Punch camo does, but just because the Pack-a-Punch camo looks like this doesn't mean DM Ultra is not going to look amazing. And here's the E-tool, and I really like how this one turned out. It's almost like engraving. It looks like they tried to go with like a spiderweb engraving at the top. It's kind of got little, you know, squares in it, like as if it was a spiderweb, and I think it makes the variant itself look really, really good looking. The spiderweb on the bottom with the handle, though, it's kind of hard to see. You almost got to inspect it and look at the ground to be able to see that spider web down there. And I'm really glad. I think that they were probably waiting for this bundle to give us an E-tool bundle, because they know most zombie fans prefer the E-tool. So I think that they were just holding out for the next Maxis bundle to be able to bring us this E-tool. And this is definitely probably going to be my most used weapon when I spawn in now. If I'm spawning in and I'm not playing Outbreak, this is the only weapon I'm going to be using. Alrighty, now time to Pack-a-Punch the E-tool. I have a feeling that it's pretty much going to cover up everything. It's usually... yeah, so it looks okay. Yeah, the only thing that changes here is the spider web. There's no difference. Actually, wait, you can still see the skull a little bit. Hold on. I'm almost positive I kind of saw it there a little bit. I guess you got to get in like the perfect lighting. You can still kind of see the texture of it. You can see the texture of the skull if you really look for it. But in normal gameplay, you're probably not going to notice that whatsoever. So yeah, and that's usually what the Pack-a-Punch camo does. I kind of expected to do that. The only thing you're really going to notice is the spider web. That's the main difference with this. With that being said, let's hop into private match and see what these bad boys look like with actual Mastery camos. The first thing I want to test out is the new finishing move. So this is, yep, she takes her 2 axes and definitely finishes them off there. That is, it's pretty cool. It actually looks more like hammers, but I was hoping it'd be axes because she's got like 3 axes on her skin itself. Are those hammers? Yeah, it's moving too fast. They're kind of like, they look like hammers, maybe axes, not quite sure. I think it's pretty quick too. Look at it. Oh, rip. The animation's pretty quick. So, I mean, it's a lot quicker than a lot of the other animations. It's not the quickest one we've seen, but definitely one that you might want to use. Oh yes, nothing better than an army of Death Bridal Maxises charging into battle with their fist up. This is a scary sight. All right, now to show off the gold camo on the RPD. And actually, gold looks surprisingly good on this variant. Usually, I don't like the gold camo in the way it looks, but that looks really freaking good, especially with those red eyes with the gold camo. Then moving on to the Mac 10, and it looks pretty good too. Once again, you can see the eyes, and you got the engraving, the little skull there. Definitely a good-looking camo with gold. And now for the diamond, diamond pretty much covers everything up. All you can see is a little bit of cobwebs on the bottom. Other than that, this is just an RPD with diamond camo. Same thing with the Mac 10. Like, there's no difference. This is just a Mac 10 with diamond camo on it. And now for DM Ultra, on the RPD, you can still see all the engraving. It looks really good. I wish the eyes were still red. This camo would be so much better on this weapon if you could still see those red eyes through the camo. But at least you can still see the pattern and stuff like that. And it looks pretty sharp. Same thing with, oh wait, you can't. Oh, this is the Mac 10 variant. You can't even see the skull. Oh, that's kind of lame. You can see the eyes. All you can see is the eyes. You can see where the little eyes were, and that's all you can see about the Mac 10. That's disappointing. I was really hoping this was going to look good. Now, this is not something I say very often, but Gold Viper looks surprisingly good on this variant with the red eyes and all of that. I actually really like the way Golden Viper looks. Moving over to the Mac 10, dude, that might be the way to run it. I think I like the Gold Viper better than the normal gold on these, which something I almost never say. And surprise, surprise, Plague Diamond essentially looks exactly the same as the normal weapons do. And now for the Dark Aether camo on the RPD. If you look to the left, you can kind of see the skull a little bit, but for the most part, this looks like a Dark Aether RPD. Nothing special to see here unless you really look for it. Same thing for the Mac 10. You can still see the eyes. That's all you can see anymore. It's just the little dots of its eyes, which if you didn't know what you're looking for, this is essentially just a Dark Aether Mac 10. Nothing special to see with this one either. Now for my favorite part of the video, let's check out the E-tool camos. This thing looks sick with gold. Hopefully you can see the same part of the skull with DM Ultra, at least I'm hoping. That looks fire with gold. Definitely a good way to rock this. And now Diamond just looks like a Diamond E-tool with a spider web in the middle. So yeah, this kind of ruins the point of the variant, unless you just want, you know, a spider web down there. And now time for DM Ultra, and I'm crossing my fingers. I really want this to look good so badly. And here we go. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. I like that. I think in the darker areas, you might not be able to see the engraving as much. No? Yeah, in dark areas, you can't tell, which, ooh, no, it looks pretty good even in dark areas. You just got to get it at the right angle. All in all, I think it could look better. It's definitely not the best I think it could look, but in no means in regards is this bad. I'm pretty happy with this, and so far, I think DM Ultra is the way I'm going to rock it. Gold looked pretty good too. But I think for me, I'm just going to run the DM Ultra. The handle also has kind of a weird texture too, if you look at it. And here we have the Golden Viper camo. Once again, this actually doesn't look that bad with Golden Viper. I still think gold probably looks better than the Golden Viper on this, but this definitely isn't a bad way to run this. And to be honest, I might try it with gold instead of DM Ultra, because I forgot how good that skull looked when it wasn't covered up with DM Ultra. And Plague Diamond, you can vaguely see the skull underneath, but yeah, definitely not worth running. And same thing for the Dark Aether camo. You can kind of vaguely see it if you really look for it, but I think this variant's going to be best ran with DM Ultra or the gold camo. And then just in case anyone's curious, there is the sticker and the weapon charm. But with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Definitely let me know what your favorite part about this bundle is. To me, it's either got to be this E-Tool variant or the Maxis skin. It's definitely weird seeing your hands have, you know, kind of this lace stuff over it. Gonna take a little bit of getting used to. And I definitely think this is a great bundle to buy if you're a zombies player. The last Maxis bundle to me was a little disappointing. The AK-74U, one, it's not that great in zombies, and the skin itself was a little kind of meh. Whereas the E-Tool is a weapon that a lot of zombies players use, and I think it is just an amazing looking weapon, boys. So definitely let me know if you guys are gonna buy this bundle, but with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. I think it's pretty quick too. Look at it. Oh, rip. I think the animation is pretty quick itself too. So if you're gonna eliminate someone, oh, I think the animation itself is pretty quick. God, the animation's also I want to take the last moment at the end of the video here to give a huge thanks to everyone who's became a YouTube member and a Twitch subscriber. And I want to give a huge extra special thanks to everyone who's taken it a step above and beyond. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Cryptic, the absolute boss, Shadow King, the madman Buckley himself, the man whose name should be really easy to pronounce, Yamasta, the man who needs no introduction, Hunter. And then we've got Chef, aka Classified, aka Chief. All of these people have taken a step above and beyond and became an Unlock++ member on YouTube. Thank you guys so much, true homies.